Hi, David. Thanks for having me over. Are you excited about moving to Chicago? Would it be okay if I gave myself a quick tour? If it's okay, let's use the kitchen table so we can lay everything out. Let's talk about getting to Chicago. Now, the first thing I like to do is just review your situation and what's important to you about making this move. Is that okay? Great. Now, I've really got just three bottom line questions for you. Are you ready? Number one, are you definitely ready to sell your property? Awesome. Number two, will you price it to where it will sell? Or are you okay if it just sits on the market? Got it. And number three, most importantly, David, do you want me to get it sold for you? Now, the purpose of our meeting today is twofold. Number one is for me to share with you some very important information about what it's going to take to get your property sold for top dollar so that we can get you to Chicago, right? And number two is for us to decide today if the right thing for you is to partner with me on the sale of your home. Does that sound fair enough? Great. And whether you decide to hire me or not, I hope it'll become clear to you through our meeting today that my goal is and commitment is to help you get what you want. And if I can help you, I'll let you know today because I'm not interested in just getting a listing. I'm very interested in helping you get to Chicago because that's what you want, right? Awesome. So we're on the same page. Now, there's really one key item for us to address today, and that's to determine the right price to set on your home that'll cause it to sell. Because obviously, you don't want to put your home on the market and have it not sell, right? And here's what I'm going to do. As soon as you decide to hire me, I'm going to do everything it takes for my action plan to get your home exposed to all of the qualified buyers in the market, because that's the kind of exposure you want, right? So the key today is for us to establish the right price that'll make those qualified buyers excited about your home when they see it. Does that make sense? Awesome. Now, in preparing for our meeting today, I did a thorough market study of your home, also called a comparative market analysis. Are you familiar with this? Well, it basically consists of three parts. First are the active listings. This is your competition, right? I actually call this dreamland because it's what people want to get for their house, but you don't know what it's actually going to sell for, right? Number two are the expireds. You know what these are? That's right, homes that didn't sell at all. They wanted to sell, but something went wrong. And I actually call this Never Never Land. Can you see why? Yeah, because you never want to be here, right? And finally are the solds. And this is reality because this is what tells us what homes are actually going for in this market. Are you with me? Great. And this is where we'll focus today because obviously in order to get you to Chicago by June, in which of these three categories do we want your house to end up? Yeah, sold, exactly. And so the purpose of the market study is to determine the value of your home, first as a buyer's going to look at it and second as an appraiser. And I'm sure you can understand why that's important, right? Well, first the appraiser, because that's who the lender is going to hire to determine the value of your home based upon what comparable homes are actually selling for, which is what buyers are actually paying now. Does that make sense? Great. And second is to make sure we price your home in a way that'll make it attractive to buyers. Because is a buyer only going to be looking at your home or are they going to be shopping around and comparing? Yep. And as they're shopping around, what do you think they're going to be looking at? Well, exactly. They're going to be comparing the features such as quality, condition, location, and they're going to be comparing price. So, ready to take a look? Great. So this home on 123 Beach Street is comparable to yours. Notice how many bedrooms? Yep. How many bathrooms? Exactly. And what was their square footage? Yep. And their year built and the number of garage spaces? Yep. And notice what was their price and how many days on market. Now, how's that going to work to get you to Chicago by June? So based upon what the market is telling us, at what price do you feel will get buyers excited about choosing your home over our competition? Great. After looking at your home and reviewing what the market is saying, I'm suggesting we list your home for $950,000. And you can see why that's the right price, right? And that's going to get you the best price in the best amount of time with the least amount of hassle so that we can get you to Chicago by June. Won't that be exciting? Great. So, you have any questions about anything we've covered so far? You ready for the next step? Awesome. Well, the net sheet gives you all the costs associated with selling and how much you're actually going to walk away with after the sale of your home. I'm sure that's something you'd like to know, right? Great. And so here are all the fees and closing costs associated with selling. Any questions on that? Great. So based upon a realistic sales price of $950,000 and a closing date of May 21st, here are your total net proceeds due at closing. David, is that a number you can live with? I know it's not as much as you were expecting, but is it a number that you could live with if you had to? Awesome. So we'll get it on the market for $950,000, which is what we agreed is the right price, right? Right. Well, I'm ready for you to put me to work. Are you ready for the next step? Awesome. Well, can I lay out what's going to happen next? And here are the highlights. First, your home, we want to make sure that your home shows at its best, right? So I'm going to have my stager come and she'll give you a proposal on, on staging your home. Next, I'm going to start my pre-marketing campaign immediately because you did want us to get you the most exposure as fast as possible, right? Awesome. Next, I'm going to launch my exclusive 10-day marketing blitz. Sound exciting? Your home is going to be marketed to every potential buyer out there and promoted to every licensed realtor and their buyers through the multiple listing service. Plus, I've got it syndicated to over 5,000 real estate websites, including the most popular ones that buyers go to online. I'm sure you can understand how important that kind of internet exposure is for you, right? Because you did want us to get you the best buyers in here, right? Awesome, because that's exactly what you're going to get with me. And with that exposure, assuming the market responds as we expect, we'll be getting a lot of buyer traffic. And I'll be following up with all that to get us the best offers. And then I'll be negotiating all those offers to ultimately get your property sold for top dollar so that we can get you to Chicago by June. Are you ready for that? So, you ready to start packing? Not today, but soon? Awesome. So David, any questions before you're ready to let me help you make this move happen and get you guys to Chicago by June? Great. Well, I'm going to have you initial here on the CMA and the net sheet, and we'll take care of the rest of the paperwork, and I'll get to work. Congratulations.